Everybody, how's it going? It's Jiva and welcome back for a Sunday little cozy reading vlog. So today is gonna be all about just staying cozy, staying mostly inside. I went outside for a little while this morning and my hands almost froze over. That's how cold it was outside. So I decided for the rest of the day it's possibly better to just stay inside. Or if venturing outside, do put on gloves, which was also a mistake I made this morning, forgetting my gloves. Don't know what I was thinking, but here we are. So yeah, I decided to have like a cozy little self-care day and starting it off this morning with some yoga. And then considering I woke up for yoga at like 6 a.m, it hadn't actually been light outside yet. So once the sun started rising, I noticed there had been a fresh batch of snow, like just a little bit. So I thought it would be perfect to actually go outside and check it out. Hear the crunch under the boots, just check out if I could make a little snowman. I just love going around, leading around little snowmen, like just randomly for people to find, or even for nobody to find. You know, maybe some deer need some company and they're gonna get it in the form of a little snowman, you never know. So I actually went ahead and left a little snowman, watching the sunrise, which was definitely beautiful. The scenery this morning just made me appreciate where I live so much. Like, it definitely had very winter wonderland-esque vibes and I loved every single second of it. It made me fall in love with winter and snow all over again and it made me really appreciate that. But it did also make me very appreciative of going actually back inside the house, getting a warm drink and warming my hands with some warm tea. And once I made my warm tea, I decided to just jump straight into the book that I'm reading. So the book that I started reading and I'm gonna be reading for this reading vlog is actually Midnight in Everwood by M.A. Kuzniar. So this is actually a young adult, I believe, retelling of The Nutcracker. We follow the main character called Marietta Stell, and she is a huge ballet enthusiast. She's actually very talented in ballet. She's just not just talented, she has a huge passion for it, but unfortunately she lives in a time when women are not really allowed to pursue their dreams and to pursue their passions. Her family wants for her to be married by the time she turns 21, which actually she is going to be turning by the new year. So Marietta's last chance to do ballet and show off her skills is this ballet show that they are going to do on Christmas Eve at her home. So she's been preparing very hard for that. Unfortunately, her plans do get a little bit messy once a new neighbor moves to town, Dr. Drosselmeyer, and his toys. So that's kind of where the Nutcracker retelling comes into play. I will have to admit at this point though, I'm not currently far enough into the story to know how like the toys and everything is actually going to come into play. And I have never before seen the Nutcracker story, so I have no idea what to expect. I've never seen the Nutcracker. I believe it's a ballet show. It could also be a book, a story, or is it a movie? I honestly have no idea. It makes me really sad. I was sure that I have seen the Nutcracker before, but now reading this story, it made me realize that I have no idea what the Nutcracker is actually about. So I'm thinking I might even go and check out one of the like movies adaptations, like some sort of story of the Nutcracker, so I know what exactly to expect from this story as well. And just to kind of have like, you know, the details of what exactly the story is based on. I mean, I think it would be enjoyable to just read a story as it is without having too many expectations or idea what exactly is gonna happen next. But I don't know, I kind of feel like it would be an even more magical experience to have the original story as well and to kind of compare notes, I guess. But I haven't really decided what to do yet, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. And yeah, I love the story so much so far. Up to now, I have read 72 pages, so I'm about to start chapter 11. It is very beautiful, a very beautiful story. I am definitely in love with the writing style. M.A. Kuzniar creates this beautiful magical scenery with her writing style. She just really knows how to weave words to kind of give you this magical feeling. Like there's so much more to the world than what you currently see and what you feel. Like there's something beyond the senses just waiting to burst out and surprise you. So yeah, I really like that. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the book so far. Like I said, I'm not far enough into it so far to really know what to expect, but my expectations are rising as I'm reading the story. Love the characters so far. We've mainly met Marietta and her family. She has an older brother that she has a very beautiful relationship with, and they're both going through some things, you know, respectively, that it just makes it necessary to have an ally in each other. I feel like if they didn't trust each other and have each other's backs, they would just have a much tougher time in life than what they have now, that they can actually rely on each other and trust each other. So yeah, like I said, I'm enjoying the story and I am excited to continue reading it. I've also been doing a little bit of Christmas decorating. I haven't done the main decorating yet, which is decorating the Christmas tree. I've just kind of tried out some of the ornaments, but I realized I still have to actually get a couple more things before I can jump into decorating my Christmas tree. But for now, I'm gonna show you what I did in my bookshelves. I did some lanterns with some lights. Let me show you what it looks like. I found these lanterns on sale and I just thought it would look perfect for some Christmas decorations. So I got some of those, decorated them with some like Christmas garlands, some fairy lights, and then voila, just put them on the shelf. And I think it just looks very pretty on the shelves. So we have some subtle Christmas decor. I also put a little garland. Is it called a garland? I'm not really sure what I'm saying. I put one of these garlands like around the books on my little favorite fantasy shelf, so that looks pretty. I'm gonna put some electronic candles in these little lanterns as well. These look really pretty as well once they're lit up. I have a couple of these as well. So one of them has like a snowflake on the front. This one obviously has a Christmas tree. So yeah, I am kind of obsessed with lanterns right now. It's probably because of Pinterest. Like Pinterest has me hooked on lanterns. So yeah, I don't know, kind of low effort but very pretty decor, and I'm just kind of loving it, you know? The funny thing is that I now kind of want candy cane earrings because these don't look half bad. But yeah, these are some of my Christmas ornaments, by the way. They look very pretty. So you know what, I just remembered a couple of days ago I actually made like this silly little bucket list of some things that I really want to do during like the festive season. And one of the things that I put on this list is like enjoy some warm drinks. And what I had in mind is to just kind of like romanticize like drinking some warm drinks this winter or like this festive season. So I might actually go ahead and make one right now. I was thinking hot cocoa. I want to go with something simple because I don't think I have the ingredients for anything fancy at home right now. It is Sunday, so I couldn't get anything. But I do have cocoa. I could do some whipped cream and then maybe some sprinkles on top. Like I think that would fit the vibe that I'm trying to go for today. Like some warm drink, curl up here with a fireplace and just enjoy it. I got the idea because recently I've just been obsessed with like scrolling through Pinterest. Honestly, like my bedtime routine has become just opening up Pinterest and looking up some cozy stuff. And every single time that I look up like some cozy things, there's this aesthetic drink in the picture and it always looks so appetizing. And people get really fancy with it, but today unfortunately I can't get fancy with it. I might in the future. Let me go get some hot cocoa and make it try to look pretty. got inspired for the thumbnail, so excuse me while I pose with my drink. It's so silly. Actually, one of the weirdest things to me when I'm doing like videos for YouTube is taking thumbnails, because I'm literally gonna be just sitting in place with a book trying to capture like a cute moment. It's just always so funny. I always feel really weird about it, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my warm drink. This is actually setting the scale pretty high. I really love this because for one, I love hot cocoa. It's like a comfort drink from childhood, so it has that emotional value. So I don't know whether the other drinks are actually gonna be able to top this. Plus the whipped cream with the hot cocoa, with the cocoa over it. Like, are the other drinks gonna be able to top this? We're gonna see. Okay, so technically we started this reading vlog on one Sunday, but we are also finishing it on a Sunday, just a different Sunday. I hope you guys don't mind, but I did finish Midnight in Everwood by M.A. Kuzniar, and this story just ended up being the loveliest, most magical, winter-esque story that I remember ever reading. I've read a couple good, like, are they polar fantasies? But this one definitely takes the cake so far. It is so beautifully written. I swear, the scenery in here, the way it is described, is so magical and very snowy and winter-esque. And even though the winter in here is kind of a scary part of the story, like it's not a positive aspect of the story, the people in here, the characters in here are actually trapped in eternal winter, in eternal darkness. But like, it doesn't sound so bad. From a winter child, this doesn't sound so bad. Like, eternal winter is it really good. I mean, the eternal darkness does sound a little bit bad. Like, I don't think that would be enjoyable. But the winter part, I don't know, man. I maybe sometimes wondered why they were trying so hard to escape, but like, I guess I get it. Like, the darkness will get to you. But yeah, it ended up being just the most beautiful story. It was pretty basic, I guess. It's like a young adult story. It's historical fiction. I didn't realize this before, but it is a portal fantasy. So the main character is a ballerina, and she actually ends up escaping from Dr. Drosselmeyer to like another world. Here she meets so many other characters, both good and bad, both amazing and the lowest of the low. So yeah, she does travel through a portal, and here she actually faces one of her biggest enemies yet, one of the biggest challenges yet, and you know, she does what she does best to kind of defeat her enemy. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can really share with you guys. It is a very lovely story. It is a Nutcracker retelling. I haven't seen any original Nutcracker like content yet, so I just went off of a description that I found online of what the like original ballet is about. And yeah, there were definitely some aspects of the original story, like there were mice mentioning here just randomly, and I don't think you would really understand the mice references if you didn't know like the original Nutcracker. And then we have obviously the character, you know, like the main character and the captain and the rest of them. So yeah, I thought it was a nice reference, understood even by someone who hasn't like consumed the original Nutcracker story. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I actually hadn't realized this is written by somebody who has like a really popular Bookstagram account. So if you're curious, they are at Cozy Reads on Instagram. I actually follow their account, and it's like one of the coziest accounts that I like follow. They have amazing photos. The author, Kuzniar, she's just freaking amazing, and I didn't realize she was as talented in story writing as well. Seriously guys, this is so beautifully written. The way the scenery is described, it was just like magic coming to life. It was very, very beautiful. I was very impressed. So definitely would check out future books by Kuzniar if she ends up writing some. So yeah, very beautiful. Even the stars on the inside of the flap make sense when you read the story. Like there's a lot of mentions of stars, and stars do play like a special role in the story as well, in the world building. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, the world building was amazing in here as well. We learn a lot about this new world that the main character travels to. Like there is a lot of aspects that the author actually wove through the story to build up this new world Marietta actually ended up in. And you know, even though we don't really explore the world, the main character basically stays at a palace where she's trapped. But I feel like we learned a lot about it. I feel like it's very easy to imagine this world outside of the palace as well, even though we never really see it through the main character's eyes. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Would highly recommend. It's definitely like a winter story. I wouldn't even recommend it just over the like holidays. I definitely say this is a good pick for winter. So if you're interested in it, I definitely recommend it in January, February, or whenever winter is in your place, you know? So yeah, lovely story. And then unfortunately I got sick over the holidays. So yeah, today is actually Sunday, but it's January 1st, 2023. So to everybody out there, Happy New Year. I just wish you so much joy in the new year. I hope you stay healthy. I hope your new year is just filled with more happy days than sad days. And I hope you just get to do as many things as you want to do and things that you love to do. I'm definitely very excited about this new year because I'm looking forward to so many new things. Some things even for this channel that I'm planning to do, but more about it in the future. So yeah, I have plans though. I have plans and I'm excited about them. So I hope you guys look forward to it as well. Don't know when it's gonna happen. But yeah, more about it, like I said, in a new vlog. I'm probably gonna start a new vlog today as well because I'm just really, I love a New Year's, mainly because there's this sense of hope that like things can always change and things can always get better, and that you can like start improving yourself or something like this. I know you can start over whenever you want, but New Year just has this, I don't know, it usually fills me with this determination that I really love, and I love riding on that feeling into the new year. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, unfortunately I got sick over these holidays and it's slowly becoming a tradition. I've actually been sick over the holidays for the past 3 years, and I'm actually sad about it because I did have plans. I had so many plans. I had so many lovely books to read. I have here some like Christmassy books that I was really hoping to get to, and unfortunately I was too sick to really be able to read, so I didn't get to any of them. But then I was thinking, you know what, my family is one of those families where we just keep the Christmas tree up until February. So it's gonna be the holidays in my house for the next month. Like the feeling isn't really there anymore, but we definitely keep the decorations up until February before we put them away. So I don't even care that it's New Year, that the holidays are officially over. I'm gonna be reading my Christmas books in January. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. You can judge me all you want, but I'm actually gonna be reading my Christmas books. I'm especially excited about all of them. I can't even pick, I'm just excited about all of them. So gonna be reading those. I had other reading plans, of course, but I don't even care. I'm gonna include those on my January TBR. So Just wanted to tell you about that. Yeah, one thing that I have been reading over the holidays, like slowly as much as I could, was A Boy Called Christmas by Haig. I actually haven't heard a lot about this story, but it's like a pretty short one. The main reason why I was interested in it was because of the Netflix movie. There's a movie adaptation available on Netflix, and it just looks very lovely, and it's a Christmas story. It's a short middle grade story, so I was kind of excited about it. And I thought I should pick it up. It's pretty good. It is like written for a much younger audience because the writing style is pretty simple. It's pretty fast-paced, but like it's still kind of like a cozy little story, kind of hopeful story to sit down with, and you can easily read this in one sitting. I've been really enjoying it. I definitely haven't read it in one sitting because I was like reading as much as like my attention and my eyes would allow me. I was sick, guys. I was so sick. Basically about a young boy living in Finland some couple hundred years ago possibly, and his father actually is sent by the king on an expedition to find out whether elves are real. There is like a legend where the boy lives that there's like a whole town of elves living at the very north of Finland behind like some big mountain. And so the king actually sends this young boy is called Christmas. Is he Christmas? Wait, no, his name is Nicholas. Yeah, his name is Nicholas. So Nicholas's father is sent on this expedition with some other men to find elves and bring back evidence that elves exist, but unfortunately his dad goes missing. He doesn't return in the time that he was supposed to. So Nicholas decides to actually go ahead and follow his father. He meets some characters along the way. He meets a reindeer. He already like lives together with this mouse character, and it's just really lovely. I don't know, it's really cute. I love the main character already. He's just such a sweetheart, and he has a horrible, horrible aunt. Holy shit, I've never hated a character that fast before. His aunt is crazy insane. Like, she is a disgusting freaking human being. Yeah, reading about her was something, honestly. So yeah, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm gonna try and finish it today. And then watch the movies. So that's kind of like my last plans for this reading vlog. Since I didn't get to do much else because I got sick, I thought I would kind of finish it off with this little lovely book. So yeah, that's the plan for today. We're actually also going on a little trip with my family. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I'm probably gonna just take the book with me so I can read it in the car and then watch the movie when I get home, or even just watch the movie before finishing the book. The blasphemy. Yeah, anyway. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys spent your holidays warmly and together with the people that you love. If you didn't, I love you. So yeah, looking forward to 2023 and to some good things to come, hopefully. So okay, I finished the book A Boy Called Christmas. Now I'm just starting the movie. I have it up on Netflix. So let's go. Let's do this. It's so pretty already. Look at it. It looks way more modern than what the book was describing. What is this? Wait, what is this? Does this look like modern day? But the book was set like hundreds of years ago or something. What? Oh, so it's kind of like a story within a story situation. Okay. Wow, it's so pretty.
Now you may find this hard to believe, but long ago, nobody knew about Christmas. And so the two friends began their journey, away from misery and towards the great unknown, the far north.
Okay, everybody, so I finished, like I said, A Boy Called Christmas. I also just finished watching the movie, and I freaking love both, actually. I ended up loving both just as much, or maybe possibly I love even the movie just a smidge better than the book, because the book It was very cute, it was very Christmassy, but it lacked just a little bit of magic. I mentioned before, I think that it's written in a very simplistic way, and I think the simplicity almost felt a little bit boring, which is not something that's like should happen in when you have a magical story like this, you know, about a character who's growing up to become Santa Claus. Like, you're not really supposed to be bored with a concept like that, but unfortunately that's what happened. At least I personally felt just a little bit bored while I was reading. Because for instance, I finished the story yesterday, but thinking about it now, I don't really remember many details from what happened in here. Possibly the details I remember are all from the movie, not so much from the book. So that's kind of bad, but like, it was still a very cute story. I would still definitely recommend it. It's definitely a good one over Christmas or just during winter, because there's a lot of winter in here. There's definitely a lot of snow, a lot of cold vibes. Definitely would recommend reading this somewhere warm, possibly under a blanket. Otherwise you might actually feel a little bit cold, because the descriptions of the cold feel pretty cold. So yeah, it was a very cute story with a very hopeful message at the end, and yeah, I would recommend reading it all year round, honestly. Whenever you feel like it, you can pick up the story, I think. But yeah, it definitely feels more special over Christmas, since it does kind of revolve about, you know, Santa Claus and him growing up and going on all kinds of adventures and meeting magic and elves and all kinds of other things that makes you kind of wonder about the magic in the world, you know. But it was definitely a whole different experience actually watching the movie. The movie just was so beautiful. I feel like they added just enough kind of flesh and importance to some of the characters to make it a little bit more entertaining and to enhance the message that the book was already trying to convey. So I thought it was very special. It was very, very, very nice. And the shots in the movie, oh my God, I was very impressed. I still can't tell whether it was like, you know, shots of real life or whether it was CGI or something. But some of the nature shots were so beautiful. A lot of the story actually takes place in a forest during winter, so there's a lot of snow, but there were some so pretty shots of that nature and like the main character and the reindeer and everything. They were just, oh, I was blown away, honestly. One of the most beautiful fantasy movies that I've seen recently. It had very beautiful like scenery, imagery or something. So yeah, we definitely recommend the movie as well. Like, both of the stories are definitely appropriate to like consume with your family, whether the movie or the book. Like, if you have kids, definitely a good story to actually pick up and just enjoy together. I'm definitely curious about the sequels as well. I see here on the back of the book this actually has another couple of books in the series. So the second book is called The Girl Who Saved Christmas, and the third is actually about a character that we do meet in here. It's about a mouse called Mika and her little cheese adventure. So yeah, very nice, very nice. I'm actually very glad that this was the last book that I read in 2022, which, yes, I am actually counting it toward 2022. I did read the majority of the story in 2022. I just finished like the last couple chapters in 2023 technically, so it is still like a 2022 read. I kind of want something else to be my first read of 2023, like something fantasy, something I've been really looking forward to. I know exactly which book I want to be my first read, but I don't think I'm gonna go for that because it's gonna take me a while to read it. I don't know. Might tell you in the future if it ends up being my first read, but I definitely want to read that book in January because I didn't get to it in December. And for anybody curious, I'm actually talking about Bloodmarked by Tracy Deonn. I said I was going to read it in December, but then December kind of passed like that, so I didn't get to it. But definitely want to in January. It's happening. But also there's so many good books coming out in January. I just noticed this in December when I was kind of looking up some books that I was looking forward to coming out in 2023. I noticed the release dates of some of those books, and 3 of them come out in January. So there's like the new Holly Black book coming out, so the kind of spin-off series to the Cruel Prince, Folk of the Air series by Holly Black. So there's another book coming out January 3rd, so very soon, in like a day or two or something. So that's coming out. I'm really excited about it because I've been looking forward to something like with a vibe like the Cruel Prince, and now Holly Black is writing a new story. I'm so freaking excited about it. Then we have the third book in the Cassandra Clare series coming out, so in the Chain of Gold, but is it The Last Hours? The last book is coming out toward the end of January, I think the last of January. That book comes out. That might actually be my most anticipated release of the year because I need James and Cordelia to figure things out and finally be together. You have no idea. I need that. Like, I need air to breathe. I need them to be happy finally. I need James Herondale to be freaking happy with Cordelia. Yes. And then the third book coming out in January also is the sequel to freaking Ninth House, which we have been waiting for so long. So long, guys. It's been such a long wait. But it's finally coming out sometime like mid-January or something. I was checking the days before. I think it's like the 14th, 15th of January or something like that. So it's coming out very soon. So a lot of exciting books to pick up in January as well. But considering shipping to my country kind of takes like weeks, I'm probably not gonna get to those books until like February. So I need some other books to kind of keep me occupied in January. What are you guys looking forward to reading in 2023? What are like top 3 books that you'd like to pick up in 2023? I'm actually very curious about that. So yes, okay, I think I'm gonna wrap up the reading vlog here now. We've discussed everything there was to discuss. We've had some comfy drinks. We had a little winter perfect Sunday together. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for like just sticking with me throughout this year. This another very messy year, and hopefully I'm working toward 2023 being better, just being better at uploading new content. So far my channel has kind of been all over the place for the past couple of years, but I definitely really enjoy making content and editing videos and uploading them and stuff. So I'm gonna try to work on like a schedule, some kind of routine to make more content for you guys and try to upload more regularly. So I am working on that. I swear I'm working on that. Hopefully, yeah, I actually manage to manage my time, basically. That's the biggest problem. So okay, that's gonna be it from me now. I hope you guys are having a very nice day, evening, night, wherever you are, and that, you know, once again, just you have a very good 2023. I hope it treats you well. I hope we're gonna be seeing each other a lot more in the new year, and yeah, I'm gonna see you very soon with some new things. So yeah, okay, until next time, bye guys.